This is Miss Kofer, and I am just making a video to help you guys with navigating the e-learning platform. So I'm just going to record my screen and walk you through it, right? So here we go. I like to use Google Chrome. Right now I'm in Student View. If I click on Overview, okay, I'm going to see the welcome video and the first lecture. Okay. And then right here, I just have, this isn't clickable, but it just outlines what you're going to be doing this week. Then right here, you have the resources that you need in order to successfully complete the coursework. All right, so our in-class assignments are only accessible during class time. Then there's a weekly quiz, maybe not each week, but there's going to be several quizzes, at least 5, okay? And there's going to be a weekly discussion board. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the discussion board, because I think that that's something that a few students have asked me about. So I'm going to open it up and we'll go over it for clarification. All right, so the week 1 discussion board is about Amy Tan's mother tongue, the writer of the Joy Luck Club, daughter of Chinese immigrants. And what I really want to do is clarify the instructions for you guys. The instructions say, discussion questions will be divided into 5 sets. You have been assigned a group by last name. You are to write your initial post on the questions assigned to your group and respond to one student from a different group. When you post, include your name, group number, and questions. Remember, your initial response to the discussion board should be 200 words long, and it's due on Friday by 11:30 p.m. Your one response to another student should be a minimum of 100 words and is due by Sunday at 11:30. Let me explain the groups. So this doesn't mean that you're working or doing this work collaboratively. That's not what this means. This is not a collaborative assignment, okay? Everybody is answering the questions individually. The reason I divided them up into sets like this is to give us a little bit of variation when it comes to the questions, okay? And with that, it just kind of opens up the discussion even more, gives us more room to explore, more room to discuss, and more room to think, right? So that's the only reason I divided it up this way. And so, for example, my last name is Kofer, so I would be answering these questions for my initial post. And then after I write my 200 words on this, I'm going to find somebody else whose name falls under one of these groups, and I'm going to answer and respond to what they wrote about their questions. Right? So for example, if I wanted to reply to Ford, who is in group 2, then I will be replying to that student on the questions that they answered. Okay? I don't want to see any I agrees or anything like that. One of the reasons why I divided up the questions like this is so that I don't have responses like I agree or yes, I feel the same. Okay. Oftentimes when everybody is answering the same question, sometimes you get a lot of redundant answers, and that's what I'm trying to avoid here. right? So this way, not only do you get to kind of dig in to your own set of questions, you get to dig in on another set of questions. So essentially, you're answering about six, if that makes sense, you know? Obviously, you don't have to put in as much work on someone else's set of questions as you did your own, but there is some more effort to be expected when responding to a set of questions that's different from your own. Something aside from I agree or I felt the same way. You understand? So I just wanted to clarify that. And I also want to thank you guys for asking good questions. Because believe it or not, if you ask me about the discussion boards, you are not the only one who was a little bit confused. And so I'm actually glad for the opportunity to clear it up. All right, so with that, I'm going to head back to the assignment list for this week. Okay. All right. At the present time, all the assignments are open. Everything is going to close on Sunday at 11:30. So you have from Sunday to Sunday to complete all asynchronous work. And you'll only have one in-class assignment that's due in class that day. Even though the class only meets once a week, it's still a hybrid class. And what that means is that it's your responsibility to keep up with the discussion boards, lectures, quizzes, and readings throughout the rest of the week on your own. Okay? And of course, if you are confused or you have questions, okay, something that wasn't addressed during our class meeting, then you can always access me during office hours, which are directly after lunch on Mondays and Wednesdays, by appointment on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or you can always send me an email and I'm happy to respond. All right, so there's those assignments. Okay. If you look to the left, you'll have a copy of the syllabus, my weekly announcements, coursework, discussions, resources, the grade book, attendance, roster, okay, and information for the class. There were students who asked me where and when class was held. So for future reference, for all of our classes, if you click here, it'll give you your professor's name, information, email, the class date, time, the section number, and the location, okay? So everything you need was right there. This right here is helpful writing resources, and this is something that I created myself. These are a bunch of resources that I have collected, curated, and created over the years to help you guys with a variation of topics. So everything here is free to access, free to download. I've got stuff on grammar, MLA, and APA. In this class, we're going to be doing MLA format, as is the case with most humanities classes. I have informational essays, thesis statements, essay structure, letters, resumes, and even How to Basic. Okay, I might even take this video and add it to this page under the How to Basic. All right. All right. I hope that this video was helpful. And again, if you have questions, concerns, or anything like that, please don't be afraid to reach out to me. if you would like to meet during office hours, but you can't physically be here, there is also right here where it says office hours, there is a video call link. So during office hours, I'll have this link open and you can jump on and ask questions if you need to. And like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays are by appointment, but I'll be happy to, make an appointment with you and have a video call with you if that is more convenient than coming in. Okay? All right. That is that. I hope I answered all the questions. Have a good rest of the day, and I will see you guys next class.